This is why it's so important to understand the concept of the sales hallway, that as I'm walking down that hallway, I have to remember they've already had that conversation. Honey, we're not buying tonight. We're getting 3 bids. We're getting a cheap price. And if we don't address those conversations that we know were happening privately before we got there, but if we don't address those, then those conversations back and forth are going to drive the behaviors at the end, right? The whole concept of consistency. Public declarations dictate future actions. So if my wife and I are having a conversation before the HVAC guy comes over and we say, we're not buying tonight, we're getting 3 bids, we're getting a cheap price, even if I fall in love with the sales guy, fall in love with the company, everything seems perfect, at the end, I'm going to have those previous words to my wife drive my behavior, right? Oh, I told her I wouldn't buy tonight. I told her we're getting 3 bids. We haven't done any of that stuff yet. This is why you can go on a marketed lead, have a fantastic conversation, relationship with the homeowner, and still not get the outcome you want because they told each other they weren't buying tonight. So what that means, if you think about the consistency principle, public declarations dictate future behaviors, future actions. We have to have a conversation with the homeowner to get them to change their mind and make different public declarations. This is why we address 3 bids. I want to think about it and price throughout the course of the conversation to get them to say, well, maybe price isn't the most important. Maybe I can let you know tonight. Maybe I don't need 3 bids, right? Because if I get my homeowner to say that, I'm telling myself, I'm telling you, and I'm telling my spouse, and that gives me permission to change my mind at the end.